That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The numbers for Marshawn a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. First down, the run with Lynch. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And complete right side to Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Third down here. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
If you're a GM in the NFL and someone wants to question your credentials and you say, well, I drafted Khalil Mack, you're good to go, because Khalil Mack was the 2016 NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He anchors everything they do in Oakland. Speed off the edge, strength at the point of attack, can drop into pass cover, can play defensive end and outside linebacker, and guess what? Hardly anyone is blocking him.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Spencer Ware's numbers on the ground a week ago. 22 carries, 67 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run again with Ware. Ware gets hit and the ball is loose. And the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Carr going to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, Carr eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses, because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll run now with Ware. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Plenty of scoring here already. And we're back to Oakland after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Carr flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Janikowski now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Room here to run. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And some room to work. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Raiders. Janikowski on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Now here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll leave this for Ware. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fighting him off. Dodges him at the 50. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr, escaping the pressure right, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Raiders are simply running the show in the first half. They've controlled the game and are way out in front. The Chiefs will have to make some adjustments before the second half gets underway. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, he's got to get into the open, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The Raiders up by a touchdown. Chiefs with the ball late in the first. We're going to get a fumble here. He'd end up picking up 11 yards on the play. Following the forced fumble, Cook's got nobody around him on the catch, and this play will go for 6. Raiders up now by 14. Raiders on 2nd and 7. Patterson's wide open here on the catch, and he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive, Carr's got the completion here, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD. Raiders up now by 21.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2.